Today is a day of remembrance and reflection for the workers of Lakeland Mills. This evening, employees and their families met at the Civic Centre to mark the passing of 1 year since the devastating explosion.
Exactly 1 year ago, on April 23, 2012, Prince George watched Lakeland Mills explode.
It hit me a little bit more than I thought it would today.
2 men were killed and 22 more were injured as the blast rocked the mill and shook the city. That Primrose was there when a quiet Monday shift took a tragic turn.
It felt like you got sandblasted and kind of just, okay, and you shook my head and looked back, and all I could see was from wall to wall, floor to ceiling in the mill, it was just this wall of orange coming, like eating up that dust or something, coming at me 100 miles an hour.
Workers from the mill have spent the last year waiting to hear about the fate of Lakeland. The mill's owner, the Sinclair Group, announced last month that they would rebuild.
I was pleased about that. We need that kind of employment in our community. Our members need that to be able to go back to work when they're well enough to do that, and it's good for our community.
With so many workers affected, nearly everyone in Prince George has a connection.
I even have a connection to it. I have a cousin who works there. So just about everybody I know talked about somebody that they knew that was working that night or wasn't working that night for whatever reason.
There has been no definite explanation for the explosion, but WorkSafe BC has pointed to dust as a contributing factor. The file is being transferred to the Crown for possible charges.
Frustration is certainly there for the length of time that it's taken to get the answer. And I know in other significant explosions and stuff it takes a lot of time, but that still doesn't ease people's tension.
I can see it from my office. I look at it every day and look forward to the day when the rebuild can happen. And I think that'll be a really healing time for the people that worked there.
As for Primrose, he spent the last year doing just that.
Trying to heal, and I let my burns heal. I had a little bit of a shoulder injury as well, and that healed and everything. And you know, you deal with a little bit of post-traumatic stress.
Lakeland Mills looks quiet and calm today, but for many of the workers who were there that night, they'll remember a very different picture. Kelly Linehan, CKPG News.